I'm going to set the stage, paint you a little bit of a mental image here. So picture this. It is December 24th, 2025, and my big fat ass goes to my cousin's house for a Christmas Eve party. You know, all of our family's there, just a typical everyday family reunion. We're sitting at the table and everything like that. I'm sitting there. My cousin walks up to me and I'm like, "Oh, hey man, how's it going?" We start talking, having a little bit of a conversation, and then he tells me about this app that he downloaded on his phone, an app that I had never heard of before, and he recommended that I download it. He didn't really give me too many details on what I would find there, but he said, "Yeah, man, you should download it." So I said, "Okay, what's it called?" He says, "It's called Scoops." And I go, "Scoops, huh, all right." And he says, "Yeah, it's like TikTok." And I'm like, "All right, I already have TikTok and Instagram, so I don't really see why I would need another one of those kinds of apps, but, you know, I'll check it out." I go to the App Store and I download Scoops. And I don't mess with it for the rest of the time there, because, you know, I'm there to spend time with my family, you know, quality time, everything like that. 'Tis the season to be jolly, and jolly I am. But, you know, when I get home a little bit later, you know, I'm tired, I'm tuckered out. I probably collapsed into my bed, you know, broke the box spring. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I go into my phone and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I downloaded this app earlier. I wonder what this is all about." So I go into it. I make my account, this, that, and the other, but follow me on this. I go into the app and I discover probably the last thing that I expected. I expected it to just, because, like, you know, when you look at it on the Play Store, this is what it looks like. It looks very unassuming. It just seems like a typical, you know, TikTok clone, quote unquote. And, you know, you wouldn't suspect anything bad from this App Store page. I wouldn't. I'm sure you wouldn't either. But when you get into the app itself, it's a whole different story. And that story is of a lot of violence and a lot of gore. Because I don't think I've seen a single normal video on this app. Every single video that I have ever seen on this app, and preparing for this video, I have spent hours on this app, just collecting information and seeing what I could find on it. I have spent hours on Scoops, just doing research, if you want to call it that, just to see what kind of fucking videos that I could find on there. And there has been not a shortage on, you know, unusual videos compared to what you would typically see on you know, quote unquote wholesome TikTok like app. Every single video on that app is a fight video, or like a fucking Liveleak video. And I never see anybody talking about this app at all. I never see anybody talking about it. So I figured, you know, good a time as any for somebody to say something about it, you know. So I decided to make this video about it. And you go on this app and you see, like, every single one of these videos is like a fight video. Some of them are a lot more tame than others, you know, just a regular civil fist fight. You know, regular old fisticuffs. But then you start getting into some more seedy territory, and here's where we move from mild level, and here's where we get to medium level. We get to fights that most definitely resulted in severe brain injuries, because it'll show a fight, somebody will get fucking rocked in the face hard as shit, and instantly knocked out. You see him fold over and everything, and their head, because something that I've noticed by watching all of these fucking awful videos, a pattern that I've noticed is people that get into fights don't understand. 90% of people don't understand just how easy it is to accidentally kill somebody just in a regular fist fight. Humans are durable, but we are so much weaker than we think we are. It does not take that much to kill you. You can get punched in the face, fall over, smack your head on the concrete, and you could just die. And I see a lot of videos of that exact situation happening where I'm pretty sure the person in question did die. I'm just going to try to think back to some of the videos that I've seen. I've seen videos of people getting punched in the face, they get knocked out, they fall back, they smack their head on the concrete, and they probably died. Because, like I was trying to say a minute ago, a pattern that I've noticed in a lot of these, in 90% of these videos, people always, for some fucking reason, decide to fight on the pavement or the concrete. There could be a perfectly good, nice, soft patch of grass right there, and they'll choose to fight in the middle of the fucking street. People don't understand how, like, the arena that you choose to fight in could literally be the difference between life and death. You knock somebody out when you're fighting on the grass, you know, their head's gonna be fucking ringing a little bit, and they're gonna smack their head off of the soft grass. But it's probably not gonna do anything too severe. You knock somebody out and they fall back with their full body weight and crack their skull on the pavement, yeah, they're probably gonna die. And if they don't die, they're probably going to have severe brain injuries for the rest of their life. And they might be, you know, in a vegetative state for the rest of their life. People don't know how easy it is for that to happen. And it seems like every fucking video that I see, they're fighting on the concrete, not the, you know, the other safer option. But, you know, people don't think about that. And then that's medium territory. We're moving into you know, caliente. We're moving into the more severe category of videos here, where it'll still just be a fight video. It'll still just be a fight video, like 90% of the other videos on this app. But the difference between the medium tier and the, you know, pushing it tier here that we're talking about now is the fact that in the fight videos, it's not just a civil punch, knockout, walk away, I won, you lost. It's not just that. They'll knock somebody out, and then they'll start kicking their fucking head, punching their head, stomping their head into the ground. That's how you kill people. That's how you kill someone. That's how people die in fights. I don't know if they know that they're gonna kill them. I don't know if if they know, but they're just so blinded by rage that they don't care, or if they're just they just don't know, and they do that. I don't know what the context is there on, like, whether they know or not, but it's a fight video, and then after the person is knocked out and the fight's over, at this point, it's not a fight anymore. They're just punching them in the fucking head, kicking them, stomping them into the ground like a Goomba in Mario. Like, in all these videos that I see, like, it's like, yeah, that person probably died after the camera's cut. They probably died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. And it's just, oh my god, dude, it's disturbing to watch. It's disturbing to watch, genuinely it is. And then we get to the next category in this app. We had mild, we had medium, we had hot, and now we have the Pocky One Chip Challenge. Now we have the hottest of the hot. We have the videos that shouldn't even be on the app. We have the videos that you would see on Liveleak in 2009. We have the videos where people just, like, die, like, on screen. Because in the last one, those people probably died, but it didn't happen on screen. They were still clinging to life there. These videos just straight up show people dying. I swear to God. And the manners in which they do, you know, die is usually a lot worse, usually a lot more violent, gruesome. I've seen tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos of people getting shot. I've seen tons of videos of people getting stabbed, beaten to a bloody pulp by, like, blunt objects, hit by cars, getting in car crashes, just like 2 days ago, like the day before yesterday, I was laying in my bed, scrolling through the app, seeing what type of videos were on there, and I saw a video. I think it took place in either Russia or Ukraine, but I don't know which one. And it was this guy, like dressed in all black. He walked into a room of like a bunch of people. Like, I don't know what the context behind why all these people were there were, but I think it was a meeting of some kind. It was a small little compact tiny room, and there's, you know, all different kinds of people in there, men, women, all different shapes and sizes, whatever, you know, whatever it may be. Guy walks into the room, closes the door behind him, stands in front of the door and blocks it, and then he reaches into his pockets and he pulls out like 3 or 4 grenades, pulls the pins on all of them and tosses them into the middle of the room, and they explode. And the explosion obviously like blocked most of the gruesomeness from the camera, because the camera, you know, it's all covered in dust and it's like jostled and moved, so you don't really see that much, and the room is filled with smoke from the explosions and everything like that, but you can hear everything that's happening. Motherfucker walked into a room, threw grenades all over the ground, and just blew up the whole room full of people, like probably 15 people in the room. You can hear all the carnage going on, and it's just like, this app is completely, like, damn near anything that you want to show on this app, you can show. And it's just, I'm just surprised that nobody's talked about it. I'm surprised that I haven't seen a single video of somebody talking about scoops before. I can't even, like, form a coherent sentence right now. Like, I'm stuttering all over my words, which, you know, I usually do because I talk faster than my brain can think sometimes. But it's just every manner of video that you think you could see on that app, you can see. You can, and it's, the thing about it is, the app markets itself like it's just another version of TikTok. You go on the App Store page, it just says, oh, form your communities, and this and that, post what you like. It's just, it advertises itself as such a wholesome platform, but it's the exact opposite when you download the app. It's like an app that was made for fights and gore videos, but, you know, the App Store won't allow them to outright say that, so they just, on the App Store, they just disguise it as like a wholesome service, when in reality it's just a cesspool of people getting terribly injured, and dying left and right. Like, that's the only videos that are on that app. I've never seen a single normal video on that app. It's just always fights resulting in severe injury, fights resulting in death, shooting, stabbings, terrorist activities, all of this stuff. It's all of this shit in this app. And there's something that I was about to close out this video, but I just remembered an aspect of this app that I forgot to talk about. The people on the app. Like I've said before, this app is set up in a similar way to TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, where you just scroll and you have you can like the videos, you can save the videos, you can send the videos, you can comment on the videos. And that's what I'm going to talk about here, is the type of comments that you see under these videos. It seems like a huge majority of the people that use this app are sexist, homophobic, transphobic, racist, whatever else it may be. Just like the worst type of people that you could ever know. It seems like all these people just migrate to this app. And it's funny just scrolling through the comments and just seeing these stupid bastards just spew shit. It really is. But it's, I feel like this type of app just attracts that type of person. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you, oh sweet cousin of mine, for introducing me to this app. at a fucking Christmas Eve family get together. What a time! What a time! But yeah, I think that's just about all I want to say for this video. I just wanted to come in here and talk about it a little bit because I haven't seen anybody else do so. And, you know, like, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all here soon. First video in like 7 months. I know, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Love and appreciate every last one of you here. And you know, see ya.